This afternoon was the opportunity to share innovative ideas and experiences in the subgroups and by the speakers on how to become nature's helpers by spiritual, legal, technological and educative means. The United Nations of the Spirit movement helps to raise spiritual awareness by reconnecting people to ancient wisdom and learn from it an ecological lifestyle. The New Zealand pioneer legal experience shows greatly that it's possible to mix Western and indigenous perspectives to recognize and protect rights of nature. It's emphasizing the fact that our well-being is intrinsically connected to the nature's well-being. The Ocean Reef Tower concept shows that we can find innovative ideas to restore dead zone. The Pachamama Festival and Manifesto in Brazil for the rivers, or the Manifesto for Ecological Diversity and Rights of Seeds, or the End Ecocide Initiative, are clear examples of citizen initiatives that we can promote to protect life on Earth. But what we could understand from the unique experiences reported by the youngest among us today in Switzerland or Kyrgyzstan with the insects or with the white panthera is that the youth is very concerned about the great collapse in the age of Anthropocene that we are now facing, and that education is the clue for a sustainable future. So camps like the one proposed by OSI, but also creative ideas like the Thai cartoons that we saw today to reach students and scholars, are great ways to educate youth about nature, while clarifying that speaking about nature is speaking about the natural commons, but also about respect, solidarity and diversity, about the fact that we are nature and we should follow our rules.
So following on from what Valerie has already said, we've been facing the question of what kind of laws might support health in nature. And we heard the unique example from New Zealand, where the ancestral beliefs and claims of the Maori people have at last been honoured and recognised in law in an innovative way. So this long-standing dispute between the colonising nation, the British Crown, and the indigenous people of New Zealand, the Maori, which was eventually resolved by agreeing that no one owned the river, or rather that the river owned itself. So it's important to note that there's the spiritual beliefs and the connection with nature of the Maori that led to this development. And this vital aspect of the rights of nature movement was also highlighted by the presentation on behalf of the United Nations of the Spirit. I think overall what's been so encouraging is to hear the many different ventures that are taking place all over the planet. And I'm really glad that our efforts here with the flip charts and the reports back will be fed into the Harmony with Nature project and the dialogues of the United Nations. We need to keep the pressure up from civil society to stay true to our values and our principles and our heartfelt beliefs, so that they're not hijacked and greenwashed by corporate interests. And this requires constant vigilance, I believe, and which can be tiring. So events like this are really essential for us to be nourished and nourish each other and listen to each other. At the end of the day, we're our greatest allies. And I hope that the relationships and the bonds that formed here during these last few days and over the last 6 years will continue to thrive. And I also want to acknowledge the presence of water, the water of life that sustains us, and to give gratitude that we were able to have it here as part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you.